Hi guys, this is the final reveal video on this rather attractive looking Saab JAS 39 Gripen. It's the Italeri kit, the 1/72nd scale offering. That's also, if you remember from the inbox review, it's also the offering from Revell, because it's the same kit in the Revell box, especially the very early releases. But I just wanted to show you produce a video to show you the final reveal of this kit, because I'm actually quite surprised at how it's turned out. It's actually a very nice looking model indeed. The decals went on really easily. I had no issues whatsoever with the decals, even those yellow walkway boxes on the sides of the fuselage above the wing there. They actually went on really easily, the water slide markings. They literally walked on their own. All the stencils went on correctly. The kit's construction was relatively straightforward. I didn't really have any issues. There were two issues actually that I had with it. The internal cockpit assembly was a bit of a test fit issue in terms of getting it into the correct place in the fuselage. But to be honest with you, I just want to take this cockpit off, because the cockpit comes off for a reason. But to be honest with you, when you line the nose wheel well up, and I found this out after the first or second test fit, the cockpit assembly actually lines up into the correct place to enable you to fit the fuselage halves together. But the fuselage halves were a bit of a mare. Getting the fuselage halves together was a bit of a problem, because you had to make sure the cockpit interior was aligned up correctly, and then you had to make sure that all of the locating pins were aligned up correctly, and they didn't want to align up correctly because the fuselage was slightly bowed. So we had to glue this into place and jig it out quite well. But eventually it did seat quite nicely, and there wasn't an awful lot of filler required in this kit whatsoever. There was a little bit required in the wing root, on the port wing root towards the forward section of the leading edge there. There was a slight hole there, but apart from that, there wasn't an awful lot of filler required anywhere on this kit. It went together very easily. The interior, the cockpit interior there, I actually thought came out quite nicely as well. The instrument panel's very attractive. And the underside colours, I just want to go over the underside colours and, the actual camo colours that I used. The underside of the aircraft was a light ghost grey Humbrol coat. It was a Humbrol coat, enamel. And the top coat was a dark sea grey, again an enamel coat, but this time both colours were semi-matte. They were what we call a satin finish. On the forward nose cone was just simply Humbrol 85 semi-matte black. The missiles were painted just standard 22 Humbrol gloss white. The rest of the stalls were painted up in the ghost grey, and the rear jet pipe, which on this kit looked really good. It transformed the aircraft when it was put on. The jet pipe was painted in Tamiya acrylic gunmetal and Humbrol 33 matte black inside, and a little bit of weathering at the back end there, and I think it's come out quite nice. I was quite impressed with the way this kit went together. It actually went together really nice. A little bit of weight in the nose cone, but it's only a little bit of plasticine, just to give the nose cone a little bit of weight to balance any problems. And it does, I don't think there ever was any problems, because it sits on its undercarriage quite nicely. There is an issue with this kit, and I think people will have an issue with this kit every time. And that is the pitot tube at the front here is actually quite fragile. It never did break off, but it did bend several times, and I did apply a little bit of adhesive to the base section here to make sure that the pitot tube stood in the correct place, because it's supposed to angle slightly downward. It doesn't stick out the aircraft directly forward, but it angles slightly downward. But that's the Italeri Saab Gripen. I did finish the aircraft off eventually in one of the first series service aircraft, and I think the way it's come out, the colour scheme and everything, I'm quite impressed with the way it's come out. So very glad about that one, very glad indeed. If you like the video, give me a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, check out my other videos, and if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. I'm very appreciative of any new subscribers, and it's nice to see you guys. I'll speak to you again with the next video. Bye for now.